Hello, and thank you for joining us here on Next Level Sports. I'm Jess Liptzin. As we have a matchup between two NPB teams as the Chiba Lotte Marines travel to the Seibu Lions, or actually the other way around. Seibu is traveling to the Chiba Lotte Marine Stadium to kick off this matchup. On the mound right there, Kota Fudaki throws the first pitch strike as we are underway. That pitch going to fall in there for a ball. Futaki in 5 games this season has a 2-2 record. In 28 innings pitched, he's given up 23 hits and 1 home run. He's also given up 4 walks, but has struck out 19 with a 2.25 ERA. That one's running there for a strike. 2-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. And there is one away as Shohei Suzuki goes down swinging. For the Seibu Lions, it's going to be Suzuki. And it's going to be Aito Otaki. And it's going to be Jansen with A. Followed by Hotaka Yamakawa. Then Chita Tonosaki, followed by Takeya Nakamura, then Seiji Kawago, Yuto Koga, and to finish off Shinya Hasegawa. Pitch, ball outside, 3-0 here. Takeda, or Aito will go with. This season in 73 games is hitting .243 with a slugging percentage of .388 and an on-base percentage of .270. He struck out 37 times this year in 206 at-bats as he swings and misses on that one for a full count here. In those 206 at-bats, he has 50 hits. 9 of them have been doubles and 7 of them have been the long ball. So can be dangerous at times and looking to get his team going here in the top of the first. And he gets stuck there, frozen. Strikeout number 2 for Futaki. And there we go, as the Lions get their first hit of the day. Thanks to Jansen Wide. Wide, a former MLB player for the Seattle Mariners. Take a look back at yesterday when Yamakawa went yard. Here he tries to do it again. With a man on first and 2 outs. Can he get something going here with 1 out to go? Oh, and what a pitch by Futaki. Beautiful. As you can see right there, Yamakawa leading in home runs and RBIs this season in the Pacific League. As Yamakawa waves at that one. He's walked 42 times this season and has only really struck out 68, so, you know, he's really lowered that number over the last few years and has been pretty dominant at the plate with a .271 batting average up to this point in the season. The pitch swung on and fouled away. That one's outside for a ball. 1-2. And so here we go with the 1-2 pitch from Futaki. Yamakawa at the plate. He gets held up there as strike number 3 comes in. So Futaki sees 4, strikes out 3. We move on as one gets left stranded. It's next level. And we are back here on Next Level Sports as we get right back into it, into the bottom of the first inning here. As the Marines get their first chances at the plate, as that one is looped over into center field and a base hit. So a leadoff base hit here for Takashi Ogino, who gets on the board, or gets himself in the base path. Ogino this season has been 7 for 8 on base hits. I meant on stolen bases. Now brings up Akito Takabe. He's in .264 this season with 1 home run and 19 RBI. And the pitch, that one's going to be a called strike. After Takabe, it goes Shogo Nakamura. Then it's Seiya Inoue, followed by Koki Yamaguchi, then Toshiya Sato, Brandon Laird. That one is popped up into the infield and going to be made. The play will be made for out number 1. We'll have Adeni Echevarria, Kenta Chitani, rounding it out. Yeah, that was a huge hit yesterday by Nakamura. Put his team in a position to win. He's hitting a .255 this season. And as a man on first, as Ogino slides back in. So the 1-0 here to Nakamura. You watch that go by for 2-0 here. On the mound for the Lions today is Tatsuya Imai. My first chance getting to see him in person. As he has pitched only just 2 games this season. holds a 1-1 record. He's faced 51 batters in his 12 innings pitched, given up 10 hits and 1 home run, 6 walks, and struck out 13. He's got a 3.30 ERA. Throws over to first, not in time, but that one was close. And he now goes home with it. They're 3-1. And there we go, ball 4. So Nakamura will take his base. And here in the first inning, Ogino moves to scoring position. Inoue with a big hit last night. You can have a lot of big hits when you win 8-4, and that's what they did yesterday. As Inoue checks his swing there for a first pitch ball. Couple guys who really performed, especially the one at the plate, as he had a walk and a home run, or an RBI, as he gets hit by a pitch there. And it looks like he doesn't even feel a thing, as he'll take his base. And we have bases loaded here in the first inning with just 1 away. Nakamura had 2 RBIs yesterday. Takabe had 1 RBI. Ogino had an RBI. Yamaguchi had 2 RBIs. Inoue had 1. Ayumu Ishikawa was on the mound. Had a pretty nice day. As we get reminded of Yamaguchi's long home run. Yamaguchi's hitting .246 with 8 home runs and 29 RBIs this season. So we have the bases loaded here. Ogino at third. Takabe was out. Nakamura at second. And Inoue at third, as that one's going to be a chopper foul. So the 1-1 here from Imai, that's a ball outside, 2-1. The Marines sit right now with a 44-43 record after last night's win, finally getting above 500. As to the Seibu Lions, they drop 1, but does not affect their 500 win percentage status as much. Now at 47-41, so still 6 games up. As the 2-1 here, we see it again, and that gets fouled away for 2-2. Ogino at third. Nakamura at second. No way at first. Yamaguchi at the plate. Let's see what happens. It's a 2-2 here from Imai. Still just one away. Foul ball. Staying alive. That's a pretty nice job of him being able to connect with that one. As you see, he gets low for it. Maybe outside of the strike zone, and you could argue it was just a bad pitch to swing at, but he swung, and to be able to stick with it, pretty good. As Utaki, I'm sure, is hoping that they can come away with a few runs here and not waste the bases loaded opportunity. Oh, and that's going to be a ground ball to Hasegawa. Throws over to second, on to first. Not in time! He's not in time! Ogino comes home to score. And even though Yamaguchi with a slow roller to short, he still takes advantage of putting the ball in play as he hustles out of the box. That was as close as it gets. Almost an inning-ending double play. It's a tough one there. So now we have first and third. And coming up to the plate is Toshiya Sato, who's hitting .216 with 5 home runs and 23 RBIs. Let's see if he can get his 24th here. He's got 2 away, and Nakamura at third and Yamaguchi at first. Sato with a 1-1 count here. Imai steps off. And that one is a ball, 2-1 count here. And that one's going to be floated into center field. And it's going to drop in for a base hit. Coming home to score is Nakamura. And Sato has himself a base hit here, in the Marines got it going here in the first. A 2-0 lead already. Absolute beautiful stroke, but I thought that just hung up into the air for a while. Still, though, Kawago not able to make a play on it. And really neither was Otaki, who I thought might have a chance as well. Imai hasn't pitched bad, but he's been a little sloppy, giving the Marines a lot of pitches to hit. It also hurt when he hit Inoue by a pitch, of course, and then the double play wasn't able to be made. But now we got Brandon Laird coming up. He's got 12 home runs, which jumps out to you with those 42 RBIs, but the 202 record is a little frightening to see. See if he can do something, though, here with 2 away. He's got first and third waiting for him. Yamakawa at third. Sato. Yamaguchi at third, and Sato at first. On deck right there, Hechavarria. And that one's going to just be a slow roller. And there we have it as Yamada throws over to first. We got out number 3, but 2 runs scored, a bunch of hits, bunch of base runners. We move on, it's next level. 2-0, Marines winning. Now we move along to the 7th inning, or a 2nd inning here. 7th inning, that's crazy. The 2nd inning here on Next Level Sports. The top of the 2nd, that is, as the Lions try to get back into this one. Now up to bat is Shuta Tonosaki, who's hitting .223 this season. Only 5 home runs on the year, but 27 RBIs to show for it, so contributes when he can, as he's got a 1-1 count here. Got a 1-2 count. Just watching that one go by. Tonosaki this season in 310 at-bats has 69 hits. 16 of those have been doubles and 3 triples. 5 home runs. As that pitch is made and he swings and misses. And Futaki, 4 outs, 4 strikeouts here. The man is dealing. That one is popped up into left center field. And Ogino there to make the play. Or Takabe is there to make the play for the 2nd out of the inning. That pitch is outside for a ball. And there we have a strike. So Seiji Kawago hitting .233 this season with 1 home run and 9 RBIs. And he'll watch that pitch go by for a ball, so we got a 2-1 count here. Kawago in his 3rd season, already on pace to have a career high in at-bats and plate appearances, as he swings a big swing on that one and misses. So 2-2 here. Strike 3, and he goes down looking. Not a shocker there, as six outs have been made, and 6 strikeouts have been thrown by Futaki. As we move on to the bottom of the 2nd inning here, we'll keep it right here on Next Level Sports, as we get a chance to watch the Marines back up to bat. Hechavarria with 1 home run and 16 RBIs. Denny Hechavarria at the plate for the first time today. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count early. Mize got to do a great job at just forgetting the past. It wasn't a bad inning. Only had 23 pitches. I mean, only, but that is also a lot. But just for the amount of runs given up, as that one is skied into right field, and the play will be made for the first out of the inning. Taki the one to make the play there. As now we have Kenta Chitani at the plate. That's swung on and going to be a ground ball. Throw over to first in time for the second out of the inning. So Hasegawa with a nice throw over. Did a much better job of charging the ball this time and, making a much more efficient play on the ball, opposed to when he had the double play opportunity and kind of was a little lackadaisical with it. But nevertheless, now we have the top of the order coming up here for the Marines, as Takashi Ogino is at the plate. And that one will be a first pitch strike. And that one then drops in there, so 1-1 count we have. There we have the 2-1. That one's grounded back, or fouled back. Now a 2-2 count. So that one skied into center field, and Kawago makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Imai has much better work this time around. 3 up, 3 down. We're moving on to the third. Next level. So here we go, back on Next Level Sports. We'll take a look at yesterday when that was an absolute rocket. Didn't help win the game, but it helped score some runs, and I guess that's all you can ask for. As Yuto Koga is at the plate. Got his first home run of the season yesterday. Contributed to his 4 RBIs, but the 196 batting average is why he's not in the lineup too often. He's there for his defense, and it is some immaculate defensive play, but definitely needs to pick it up in the batter's box a little bit more. In my opinion, if your defense, especially at catcher, because of course catcher's defense is probably the most important defense. If your defense is just superb, top 5 in the league, let's say amongst catchers, you really need to just have like around a 215 batting average to 230. That's as low as I'd go. I mean, I guess 230 is now you're becoming a pretty decent player. But if you could be even like a 250 hitter and a catcher who just has great talent, you're one of the top players, in my opinion, that's out there. As the 2-2 comes, and that's going to be a ground ball over to third, on to first in time for out number 1. Pitch there. Turn on for a strike. So the 0-2 count here. Oh wow, and on 3 pitches Futaki gets him. This is unbelievable right now. I've never seen someone so dominant, not just pitching, but with the strikeouts. He gets Hasegawa just absolutely frozen. But now it's coming around to the hard part of this lineup. The top of the order. Shohei Suzuki gonna lead this one off. Or, not lead this one off, he's gonna try to get the 2-out rally. He's a little bit of the opposite of leading this one off, but he's hitting .236 this season with 1 home run and 7 RBIs, and not a shocker, but he struck out in his first at-bat. And nothing against him, but all to Futaki, the man on the mound. Pitch thrown in for a strike, so a 3-1 count. Seemed like Suzuki might have had the pick sign on there. And that one's going to be just missing for a ball, so man aboard here with 2 outs. Futaki will come to the plate. Futaki, the 242 hitter, trying to make something happen here, get his team back into it with 2 outs. That one floated up and inside for a ball. And that one's considered a foul ball, so come right back to this. And the 1-1 here coming from Futaki. Over the first. One here from Futaki. Otaki takes that to right foul territory. 1-2. And that one is shot into center field. And that will be the final out of the inning. So 1 man left on base, no hits, no runs. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd here on its next level. So we are into the bottom of the 3rd inning here, as it's going to be Akito Takabe to lead this one off. Takabe at home plate has been hitting .263 this season with 1 home run and 18 RBIs. It's not what he does at the plate that's the most damaging. It's what he does on the base pass. He leads the league by a wide margin in stolen bases this season. He currently sits at 28 out of 34 as he skies that one to center field for the first out of the inning. Play made there by Kawago. Takabe's 28 stolen bases is first. In second with 21 is Go Matsumoto. And then in third is 17 is Haruki Nishikawa. So got a pretty substantial margin, about 7 on second place, and then about 11 on third place as Shogo Nakamura is at the plate. Not too many second basemen like Nakamura in this league, as he ropes that one foul, way foul. Just a little too out in front on that one. A ground out there for Nakamura as we have 2 away here. So frustrating to go from that long foul ball, probably about like 30 feet, 20 feet maybe from a home run, to just a measly ground out, but that's baseball for you. Nothing like it. So now coming up to bat is Seiyan Inoue. He's hitting .270 this season with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. A big time hitter at the plate. Got hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Ball outside, 2-1. So Inoue here, now with the 2-2. Imai throws it in there, swung on and missed, and he gets Inoue wailing at that one. So, nice easy inning here for Imai. The Marines held scoreless. We move on to the 4th inning here on Next Level Sports. Don't go anywhere. And we are back here on Next Level Sports as we move to the top of the 4th inning. And Jansen Witt is going to be up to bat. Here he takes the first pitch, strike inside. Really, Futaki's best thing is he's getting just ahead in the count on these players. Now an 0-2, and see, he just has whatever he needs to work with here. He got Witt to just watch a pretty good first pitch go by. And then get him swinging at something in the dirt. So the 0-2 count here really allows for Futaki to do whatever he so chooses as he goes into the dirt there, and Witt holds up. For a 1-2 count now. And there we have it. First out of the inning. Futaki has shown no signs of giving in. First pitch. Strike, fouled away, so once again ahead in the count. 0-1 here to Yamakawa. What can't Yamakawa do? He does literally everything. There we have a ball, so 1-1 count now. Inside, 2-1. Good pitch, but Yamakawa with a really nice job holding up. As we have the 2-1 count here from Futaki to Yamakawa. Strike 2. And the pitch in the dirt. Now 3-2. The pitch popped up into right field, but out of play, so Yamakawa gets another shot at it. Skies turn into night. Beautiful though night here at Chiba Marine Stadium. So the full count here from Futaki. Yamakawa. Dribbled foul. that one is an absolute rocket over the fence. And it's a home run. Yamakawa with his 29th of the season. It's unbelievable. It's actually, like, doesn't make sense. He is so good. The Marines' lead is now cut to 2-1. Huge home run for the Seibu Lions here. Haha. And I'm sure as a Lions fan, that does not get old. So Futaki has one blunder. See if he can hold off on anything else, as he has now just a 1-run lead of support. Tonosaki drives that one into center field, but there to make the play is Takabe for the second out of the inning now. Yeah, usually Yamakawa is able to, you know, go get out, reach for those pitches, and still bring them over to the fence. I saw him golf swing a shot over the fence another time. That time it was just a rough pitch. One mistake there by Futaki, but you can't make the mistake against the best hitter in the league. Now up to bat is Takeya Nakamura. Pitch in the dirt, a ball, 1-1. Futaki deals. Right there. And swung on and missed for strike number 3, I should say, but not until Yamakawa goes absolutely yard for his 29th of the season. It's 2-1, Marines still lead it. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning here on Next Level Sports. And so we are back here on Next Level Sports into the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Marines is going to be Koki Yamaguchi. And you watch the first pitch strike here from Imai. Swung on and missed. 0-2 here. So, you know, since that first inning, Imai has been pretty efficient. Has been doing a pretty good job. At 46 pitches here, he had 24 in the first, so more than half. The 0-2. Flown out into right center field, and that will drop in there for a base hit. The Turks made that one bounce big time. So one man aboard here for the Marines, trying to get back that run they just lost. That one a roller foul. Toshiya Sato right there at the plate. And that one is going to be a ground ball. There it is, one on the first double play. And Sato grounds into a double play there, a 4-6-3 double play that is. Or if you want to go in Japanese, it's a Yon-Roku-san double play. There we go, a strike to Laird. Brennan Laird got out in his first time at bat. Nice, throws that one outside for a ball, 1-1. And there it's a 2-1 count. Brennan Laird was nicknamed Sushi Boy. He's an American-born Mexican professional baseball player who also played in the MLB, and now, of course, a Nippon professional baseball player in Japan here as he swings and misses on that one. So he's been all over the place. Loves the game. Doesn't mind the travel. Gotta have a ton of respect for that. So we got a full count here to Laird. Here we go, 3-2. Grounded foul. We'll do it again here. Full count. Shot into center field. There to make the play is the final out of the inning. But we stick right here on Next Level Sports and we'll move to the top of the 5th inning. Seiji Kawago at the plate. 29-year-old is slugging 350 this season. Not too bad with an on-base percentage of 325. The average a little lower than I'm sure he'd like it to be, but he's a production bottom of the order hitter, and that's really what you need, especially in the Japanese Classic. There's a 3-2 here from Futaki. Fouled away. a man on second with 2 outs. The pitch drops in there for a strike. Get another look at yesterday when that one just got through the hole. I was able to bring home a few to score some runs. And that one's just going to be a ground ball to you, no way. So that will do it for the final out of the inning. One man stranded on base, but no runs scored in the top of the 5th. We move on to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's next level. So first pitch strike as we are back here on Next Level Sports as Chiba is at the plate. And he is being faced with an 0-1 count right now. Ball outside, 1-1. And that's an absolute shot into left field, but at the warning track and at the wall, Suzuki makes the play, and Chiba, in the slump he is, he really wanted that one. And it's not necessarily like a detrimental slump, but he's definitely been struggling over the past few games. And it's partly because he hasn't been in the lineup, in and out. Hitting 231 this season, by the way, with 34 strikeouts. As that's a chopper. Over to Whip. And out number 2. So quick 2 outs here for Imai. And that is roped foul. Hitting 297, yet to hit a home run on the season. Maybe we get his first one right now, but he's got 10 RBIs, and the RBIs are just low due to his, he's a leadoff hitter. And when he's not a leadoff hitter, there's no guarantee people will be on base because he'll get it right now. He's got 2 outs and has to just try to create something on his own. And 1-1. A ball, 2-1. So 3-1 here to Ogino. Ball 4. And you let the leadoff hitter get on base with 2 outs. I guess that's not the most dangerous thing, but it doesn't help Imai try to stay in this game for the long term, let's say. That ball is outside for 2-0 count now. So we might having a little bit of trouble trying to find a strike zone here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This team down 2-1. However, Imai has not relinquished a run since that first inning. He's got 2 outs right now. And Ogino at first, the fastest man in the league at the plate. 2-0. Dropped him there for a strike. Seemed like Takabe might have had the take sign there, just, didn't want to swing at the shelf. That was a nasty pitch for sure. Too. Swung on and missed, but fouled, I guess. 2-2 still. Here we go with the 2-2 now. Outside, 3-2. Abe is not going to let you might get this one easily here. And just trying to find that final out of this inning. Will be on the move now with a full count and 2 outs. Base hit for Takabe here could score him, honestly, with the speed over at first. And that won't do the trick, as that one's a blooper fly ball into left field for the final out of the inning. As we move on here on Next Level Sports, it's 2-1 still, so don't go anywhere. We've got more baseball in store. Fast forward a little bit here into the bottom of the 8th inning, and if you're wondering what happened there in the 6th inning, I should say, that one was a 3-run RBI base hit for Takeya Nakamura. Hopefully later on in the broadcast we'll get more, maybe another look at that one. Just had to move along a little bit for time purposes, so apologize for that, but nevertheless, it's the bottom of the 8th inning here. And it's 4-2. The Lions, Marines hoping to get back into this, as you can see right there for the Lions. A new man is on the mound, number 69, Yoshinobu Yuzukami. Beautiful pitch right there. Held Ogino frozen. Tetsuya Imai pitched wonderfully after that first inning. Total of 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So the 1-2 here. That one's floated into center field. Caligo there to make the play, and one away here, and that is finished. Mizukami in his second season. Last year just 29 games, so this year already ahead of that with 38. He's got a 3-1 record, 20 holds and 20 holds and 141 batters faced in 37 1/3 innings pitched. Giving up 20 hits in that time, no home runs, so he doesn't give up the long ball easily. 12 walks, however, and 2 hit by pitches. He's thrown 23 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 runs, which comes together to a .72 ERA for him. That one is looped into left field, and now we have base hit for Takabe. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and says he steals the base. He steals second sometime during this at-bat by Shogo Nakamura. His average at 253 now with 7 home runs and 45 RBIs. 45 RBIs comes maybe not easy. Of course, he's earned every one of those, but it's a little easier when you got Ogino and Takabe ahead of you in the lineup, which just makes work perfect. 1, 2, 3 punt. And then, of course, you can't forget about Yamaguchi. Inoue, of course, has had his hot streaks. He's not an everyday guy, though. For the pitch, Nakamura swings and misses. Stolen bases in second. 21 for Gomez from Lotte. So the 0-2 count here to Nakamura. Tabe took a little bit of a jump there, you could see, but got back in time. This is a great angle right here. You get to see how many steps he takes. Does he move on anymore? He doesn't really need a huge lead. He just knows how to read a pitcher and get those jumps. And Nakamura swings that one in the dirt, pops that one up, and Witte makes the catch for the second out of the inning now. Kind of a frustrating at bat there if you're Nakamura, just based off the fact that you only had one out. You didn't need to force it, but instead, nothing comes of it. So Inoue steps up to the plate now. There's a 2-0 count here. Two and one. I don't think he was happy about that one. So we'll do it again here. We got Takabe at first. He has not moved. I thought he would have. Yeah, you even heard me. I thought he moved, but he didn't. He would make a move, I mean. Nevertheless, it's a full count here to Inoue again. Izakami pitches and swung on and missed. Inoue goes down swinging. A big strikeout there for Mizukame. Gets through the toughest part of this lineup for the Marines and does it in emphatic fashion. So we move on here to the final inning. It's next level. And we are back here on Next Level Sports as it's going to be Taima Taida on the mound. Got to seal the deal here as this team sits with a 4-2 lead. Taida with a 1-2 record in 44 games this season. Has 48 holds and 4 saves. I think he's usually the setup guy, but just with where they were in the lineup, last inning I should say, it was the right move to probably move Taida to the 9th inning here. as he has a 1.06 ERA, and he throws that first pitch in there for a low ball. Yamaguchi watches that go by for a strike, so it's 1-1 here. Full count here for Yamaguchi. He swings and misses on that one. Swing for the fences on that. Try to break into this lead himself. But all his team needs is a base hit here and try to get the rally going. The 3-2. Ball outside, and it's a walk. He walks the leadoff hitter in the 9th inning. Baseball fans everywhere in shambles. So the 0-1 here. So it's first and second with an 0-1. Finding himself in a little bit of trouble, Kaida is. So the 0-2 here. Swung on, and Sent into center field. Tagging is Yamaguchi, and he gets in there safely to third. So we got first and third here. Laird with a somewhat productive out, able to move the runner over, but at the end of the day, didn't score anything and gives Taira his first breath of fresh air. Right out. And here we'll have Hechavarria come up to bat. He sent the long one into left field all the way to the warning track. That one gets away, so now second and third here. And the base hit scores too. Hechavarria fouls that one away. It's 2-1. And Hechavarria just wails at that one. It's 2-2 now. Count. Low, and he walks him. He walked him. Base is loaded now. Wow. Wow, he walked Hechavarria. Just missing. So Yamaguchi stands at third. Wada at second. Hechavarria at first. At the plate now is going to be pinch hitter Hiromi Oka. An important at-bat here for Taira as he needs to get this out here, or a run will score, and it doesn't get much easier after Oka. First pitch, strike. That's going to get through the hole and base hit. Coming around to score is Yamaguchi. Coming out to home is Wada. It's tied up here. It's 4-4. And Oka contributes. Imai loses the decision. Taida loses the save. And Oka brings his team back into it here. Wow, a nice... So with the 1-2 count to Ogino, now able to add to those 10 RBIs. That one's in the dirt. 2-2 here. Luckily the double play is still intact, and you have the man at second opposed to third, so a base hit doesn't necessarily score him. However, Hechabadia is a quick one. That one is shot foul, so we'll do it again here with 2-2. Way outside. Almost out of there. 3-2. So we got the full count. 1 out. First and second. It's 4-4 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Marines exactly where they want to be with Ogino at the plate. And a man in scoring position. Taida trying to get out of trouble here as that one is a ball and outside. He walked Ogino. Akito Takabe onto the mound now. They're going to leave Taida in this one. I'll have a pitching conversation, and we'll see how this one plays out here. Kabe, usually the one to do it with his feet, has a chance to do it with his bat right now, and not to mention his bat is pretty nice, one of the best in the league, I'd say. So we got bases loaded, and that one's going to be a ground ball through the hole, and it's a base hit. Coming around to score is Hechavarria. It's over. Takabe walks it off. The Marines win. Ball game over. 5-4. And the Marines take game 2. Tied up. Blown save. He'll take the loss. And Tadahito Iguchi, the manager for the Marines, gets his 300th win. at home. A beautiful time to be a Marines fan, as Seiya Dohi came in that 8th inning, or the 9th inning, to get the win now. So that will do it here on Next Level Sports. I'm Jess Liptzin. Yamata minasan.